Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining another episode of Handles. I am Lorenzo, as you already know, and today we're going to focus on what it truly means to be seasick. Yeah, seasick. So before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you'll have access to all the videos that have already been created up to this point and the videos that will be coming out in the future. So with that said, let's get started. Everyone has a grip on life. Everybody feels like they have a handle. Afraid to share the mistakes. The stories are what connect us. They are the key. We're running out of time. Why do we feel the need to have what other people have? Act like other people act? Look like other people look? Why do we feel the need to do that? We all do it in some form or fashion. We can't deny it. We all do it. But why do we feel the need to do that? You see, that's my definition of truly being seasick. We see something and we lose focus on who we truly are. So most of us know what the true definition of a seasickness, right? Or what you would call motion sickness. Long story short is when your senses pretty much can't send signals to the brain and have the brain process it the right way. If you're on a boat, train, car, plane, doesn't matter, roller coaster, things are moving too fast for your senses to send those signals up the right way. So you go through certain symptoms, which we call seasickness or motion sickness. Those symptoms can be dizziness, fatigue, lack of concentration, cold sweats, nausea. All these symptoms come from what you would consider being seasick or motion sickness. You see, at this point in life, I'm in school and the juggernaut just hit. Ask me what? The juggernaut just hit. The Air Jordan 11s just came out. The Concords. The best Jordans ever made, in my viewpoint. And not just any Jordans, right? You can't just go out and just mix and match colors and all this other stuff. No. You obviously don't understand. You had to get the black ones and the white ones. That's it. That's the color you need. You need the Samuel Jacksons and the Dolly Partons. You put them together. You had to have the black and white Concords. You got to ask yourself why. That's a stupid question. Not only did they look fantastic, but it was going to allow me to jump higher. I was going to get quicker. My jump shot was going to be on point. It was even going to make my handles a lot better. Let me stop. To be perfectly honest with you, my handles were already on point at that time. I've always had Tim Hardaway crossover handles. Yeah. I've always had the Tim Hardaway crossover handles. Ask someone. Ask somebody. I don't care. I've always had that. Not important. Now, I don't know about you guys, but purchases that expensive only took place 2 times a year for me. Those 2 times are very simple. Birthdays and Christmas. My birthday was long gone. So we were out of the shop for that. But Christmas, that was right around the corner. And I already had a game plan in mind to make sure we get this ball rolling. See, like most of you out there, you knew the best time to get to your parents, loved ones. For my father, was always when he was just getting home from work. So what did I do? I met him at that garage. I lifted the garage for him. Dad, welcome home. So good to see you. How did work go? Let me get that bag for you. Yeah, how did work go? Good. That's good stuff. Well, I got to tell you that I appreciate everything that you do. To not only be able to put food in our mouth, but keep a roof over our heads, obviously deal with my sisters. I mean, I can imagine everything that you go through. I appreciate everything that you do. But I got to talk to you, Dad. If you get an opportunity to speak to Santa, will you please make sure he knows exactly what I want? And the one thing I want for Christmas this year, Dad, I got to get those new Air Jordans. Now, I know you don't know which ones I'm talking about, so I'll write it down on my Christmas list to Santa exactly the way it needs to be. Black and white through the Concords, Dad. Size 11. Now, I know what you're thinking. If they don't have that size out there and Santa can't get that size, I'm good with 10.5s. Don't worry about my toes, Dad. I know I'm still growing. Don't even worry about that, okay? I will squeeze my feet into those shoes. I will squeeze my feet in them. Don't worry about that, Dad. Just make sure Santa knows I need 11s or 10.5s. Air Jordan black and white Concords. That's what I need Santa to know. That's what's most important, Dad. My father looks at me and says, cool, let me get with your mother and see what I can do. A few weeks pass by. I'm looking under the Christmas tree. I notice that Santa's dropping off some extra things early. I'm feeling good about it, right? Here comes Christmas Day. I run downstairs, beat my sisters there. My parents say you can't open the gifts until we're all downstairs. Okay, I'll wait. I'll chill. I know what I'm getting. So I wait. While I'm waiting, I'm scoping out the boxes. You have to be able to know what boxes look like. Your shoe box, your video game box, you know what it looks like. Don't act like I'm the only one. So I spotted 2 boxes, right? And both of these boxes looked like shoe boxes. And I could see that one of them had the name on there that said L.O. That's me. That was going to be the first present I opened. So the parents come downstairs. The sisters are upstairs doing something in the bathroom, which is not helping them at all. So we have to wait for them to come downstairs. As soon as they get downstairs, Mom, can I open the first present? I said, sure, son, go for it. I run directly to that box. I know it's a shoe box, right? You pick it up, you rattle it a little bit, and there's barely anything moving in there. Oh, them shoes. Yeah. Those are shoes for sure. And I can feel that they're probably 11s or 10s. I look at Dad and say, man, he looks at me and he's like, open it up, son. I open it up, tear up the wrapper, get into the box. I don't even have any scissors or anything to cut the tape. So I just bust it open with my fingernails. Man, I'm just getting through it. Get to the box, right? I notice the shoebox looks a little bit different, but I'm not worried, right? You could have changed out the boxes, no big deal, right? I got it, Dad, no problem. So I open up the shoes. I realize these are Karl Malone LA Gears. So I'll repeat. These were Karl Malone's LA Gears with flashing, blinking lights on the back. By the sole, the back of it. So I take a quick glance over at my father, and he's hugged up with my mother, smiling, nodding his head like, son, what do you think? You like them? And I know good and damn well these aren't the shoes I asked for. I know these aren't the damn shoes I talked to about Santa. This wasn't the conversation I had with my father. I know it. So I look back at him and he still has that great smile on his face. So what I immediately do, I go back to my Santa's list. And I'm looking at my Santa's list and it doesn't say anything about Karl Malone. Now let me stop here. Karl Malone, great guy, I'm sure. Hall of Fame basketball player. If you did have his shoes, great. Good for you. Clearly you can find out that I had them too. But at that point in my life, I didn't want Karl Malone's from Utah. I wanted Jordans from Chicago. So I just want to be clear there. Now, team, I don't think I need to tell you how the rest of my Christmas went. I'm pretty sure you figured it out. Even with my ignorance of going through the rest of the presents that I have down there and getting everything that was on Santa's list, I still felt like my Christmas was shot. All because of these Karl Malones. So you can imagine I bummed around for the rest of the day. Even to the point that I went to my mother when she came up to me and asked me what was wrong and I told her about the Karl Malones. She said, son, you're going to wear those Karl Malones and you're going to like them. Your father and I put in a lot of time to find those Karl Malones and you were going to wear them and son, you were going to like them. You were going to blink up and down that damn hallway if you need to, but you're going to like these Karl Malones. Now, I don't think I need to tell you how the rest of my Christmas break went. Going to basketball games with my father to play pickup games with my Malones. Enjoying my friends' company as they come over and ask what I got for Christmas while I'm wearing my Malones. Stopping by my own friend's house and enjoying a pickup game with them with my Malones. And to make things even better, guess what? As soon as school started back up, oh, it was amazing. Because you know what Mom made me wear the first day? You guessed it. Put on those Karls, son. Put on those Karls. Go Utah. So I'm sure you know what it felt like to walk down the hallway, blinking, sitting in my chair in class, blinking, going to my locker, blinking, enjoying lunch, blinking. What about PE? Let's blink. How about trying out for the basketball team? Can't miss me. Trying to have conversations with girls. it all went to shit. And then when you take them off and you put them in the closet, sometimes at night, you see blinking. You see, when you take a second and you look back on all the moves that you've made into your life up to this point, whether it was modifications in some form or fashion, tattoos, attire, hair extensions, plastic surgery. When you think about everything that you've done to be who you are today, how far off are you from who you originally were? Like, are you truly encompassing the person that you are? Or is it something that you saw that made you sick? Like always, thanks a lot for joining me on this episode of Handles, where we focused on seasickness. I am Lorenzo, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Most importantly, if you have someone that you know needs to hear a story like this, don't hesitate to share it with them. I'll catch you guys next time, right here on Handles.